Hello, Florida! Before you vote, you have to be registered to vote. If you're not sure if you're registered already, you can check using the link in the description. If you're not registered yet, or you've moved or changed your name since the last time you voted, you'll need to fill out the registration form. The only way to register in Florida is by mail, with a stamp and everything, which I know is a pain. You can print off the form online using the link below and mail it in by October 9th if you want to be registered in time for the November presidential election. Otherwise, you can find a paper application at the DMV or the Supervisor of Elections office or a public library and mail it in if you don't have access to a printer. In about 2 weeks, you'll get a card in the mail confirming your registration, and then you are ready to vote. One of the easiest ways to vote is to vote absentee by mail. You can apply to do this entirely online, but the application is different for every county, so check out the link below that has all of the Florida Supervisor of Election websites to find your county and then click absentee ballot or vote by mail. If you fill out the online form by November 2nd, you'll get your ballot in the mail, and all you have to do is fill it out at your own pace and send it back by November 7th. You can also avoid election day lines by voting early in person. Between October 29th and November 5th, you can go to any early voting location and cast your ballot. Locations and hours vary by county, so check the link below to figure out where your early voting site is and when it's open. If you're voting on November 8th, polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and you can figure out where you're supposed to go at the link in the description. You don't technically need an ID to vote in person, but they'll ask you for one to speed up the process. So take an ID that has both a photo and your signature on it, like a driver's license or state ID, passport, or student ID. Before you go vote, you can look at a sample ballot ahead of time on your county's Supervisor of Elections website. It'll tell you everything that you'll be able to vote for in addition to the presidential election. You don't have to vote for every single thing on the ballot, but if you want a chance to do some research on the candidates and issues in your local elections, it's a pretty good idea to look at a sample ballot first. You can even fill it out and bring it with you to the polls so you remember how you want to vote. There will be links for everything you need to check your registration, vote early, find your sample ballot, and your polling location in the description. Thank you for voting.